Good morning, students. In the chapter 1, we are doing the types of chemical reaction in which combination, decomposition, displacement and double displacement reaction we have done. The last reaction is redox reaction. In this lecture, we are going to do the redox reaction. Redox reaction. The meaning of redox, see, R-E-D-O-X. Redox means divide the term into two. RED, reduction, OX, oxidation. The reaction in which both reduction and oxidation are taking place are called as redox reaction. Once again, redox. Redox means divide the word redox into two halves. RED, it means reduction. OX means oxidation. The reaction in which reduction and oxidation are taking place are called as redox reaction. Now, what is reduction and what is oxidation? First, we are going to define the terms reduction and oxidation. Oxidation. Oxidation is defined as a process which involves gain of oxygen or a process which involves a gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen. Suppose if we take an example, copper oxide plus H2 gives rise to copper plus water. What is oxidation? Which involves gain of oxygen. Gain of oxygen, see hydrogen. Gaining the oxygen, it is hydrogen gas changed into water. So what has happened here in this? This hydrogen gas has gained the oxygen to form water. So gain of oxygen. If it is gain of oxygen, it is called as oxidation. Only one process will involve either gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen. Now moving on to reduction. Reduction is defined as a process which involves gain of hydrogen or loss of oxygen. Loss of oxygen either. Now see, in this copper oxide, I am indicating the arrow of copper oxide has been changed into copper. What has happened? Oxygen which was present in the copper oxide has been changed into copper. That is loss of oxygen is called reduction. If the gain of oxygen is taking place, it means the oxidation has taken place. If loss of oxygen is taking place, that means reduction has taken place. Okay. So our next is oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent is a substance which gives oxygen. Which gives oxygen means which loses oxygen or gains hydrogen. The definition of reduction is the definition of oxidizing agent. Similarly, reducing agent is a substance which gives hydrogen or gains oxygen. Oxidizing agent which gives oxygen. Which gives oxygen. This is oxidizing agent because it is giving oxygen. Reducing agent is a substance which gives hydrogen or gains oxygen. So this is reducing agent. So this reaction in which both oxidation and reduction is occurring is called as redox reaction. One more example, we will deal with one more example. Fe2O3 plus Al gives rise to 2Fe plus Al2O3. What is oxygen? Gain of oxygen. Oxidation, gain of oxygen. See, aluminium has gained oxygen. So what is this? Oxidation is taking place, gain of oxygen. So what will be aluminium? This will be reducing agent. Wherever reduction is taking place, the element or that compound will be reducing agent. Now iron oxide has been changed into iron. Loss of oxygen has taken place. So this is reduction, and this is oxidizing agent. Clear? This is oxidizing agent. One more example we can take, like hydrogen sulfide plus chlorine gas gives rise to hydrochloric acid plus sulfur. See, oxygen or loss of hydrogen. Now H2S, hydrogen sulfide, has been changed. See, hydrogen, loss of hydrogen. I am indicating the arrow on hydrogen. Hydrogen, two hydrogen, among two hydrogen, one hydrogen has been lost. So, hydrogen, what is loss of hydrogen? It is oxidation. Then what will be H here? Reducing agent. Now, chlorine. Chlorine has been changed to hydrochloric acid. Means for the chlorine, the hydrogen has been added. So this is gain of oxygen. Sorry, gain of hydrogen. So gain of hydrogen is reduction, and it is oxidizing agent. Okay, so either loss of oxygen is reduction or gain of hydrogen is reduction. Gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen, both are oxidation. Clear? These kind of reactions are called as redox reaction. You can get a question to identify the oxidation and reduction or oxidizing or reducing agent in the given reaction. Clear? This is the redox reaction. So we have given with many examples. You can try. Next, our next topic is our daily life. Oxidation reaction in everyday life. See, due to this oxidation reaction, we can have corrosion and rancidity. Now, what is corrosion? Corrosion is the slow eating up of metal due to the attack of atmospheric gases such as oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, water vapor on the surface of metal. To convert the metal sulfide etc. is called as corrosion. Once again, I am going to repeat. The slow eating up of metals due to attack of atmospheric gases. What are atmospheric gases? Like oxygen, water vapor, hydrogen sulfide on the metal surface. To convert them into oxides, if metal reacts with the oxygen, if it reacts with the hydrogen sulfide, it forms sulfide. If it reacts with the carbon dioxide, it forms carbonate. This is called as corrosion. Have you heard of rusting? What is rusting? Rusting is, see, when you take iron, it reacts with the oxygen which is present in the atmosphere plus water which is present in the atmosphere to form iron oxide and XH2O. XH2O indicates many number of water molecules with iron oxide. So X, and it should be balanced, that is 3/2. So this is the formula of rust. Means when you leave the iron particles in the atmosphere, after that you see iron oxide, a brownish substance has been formed which is called as rust. Similarly, if you take copper, Copper, when it is exposed in the air, it reacts with the carbon dioxide plus oxygen plus water and form a green color substance which is called as copper carbonate along with the copper hydroxide. This is green color. So when the copper particles are left in the atmosphere, they form copper carbonate, which is green in color. Similarly, silver particles. Have you seen that silver particles after some time of the use they get black? So this silver reacts with the hydrogen sulfide which is present in the air. From silver sulfide Ag2S plus hydrogen gas is released. So this silver sulfide is black. Okay. These are the examples of the corrosions which are taking place. Iron changes into iron oxide which is called as rust. Copper changes into copper carbonate. This is green in color, rust is brown in color, and silver particles changes into silver sulfide, that is black. Rusting. Rusting can be prevented by paint the iron particles. It can prevent rusting. By greasing or oiling, by applying the grease or oil on the iron particles, you can prevent the rusting by galvanizing. Coating of the iron surface objects with the thin layer of zinc. Okay, this is called galvanization. Sometimes the corrosion of the metal is an advantage because it prevents the metal from the further damage. For example, aluminium objects lose their luster and becomes dull after some times. This is due to the corrosion of aluminium. When aluminium is exposed to the moist air, its surface is covered with a thin layer of aluminium oxide. This layer does not allow the moist air to come in contact with the metal and hence protect the metal from the further damage. So, the metal which is highly resistant to the corrosion is aluminium. It means that if the aluminium oxide is forming on the aluminium, it prevents the metal to get damaged. So it is an advantage for the aluminium metal. Next, rancidity. What is rancidity? Rancidity is oxidation of oil and fats in the food resulting into a bad smell or bad taste. Suppose if we cook the food and leave it in the times, what you see that after some times we get bad smell and bad taste. The bad smell from the food has taken place in the food. So the oxidation of oil and fats in the food resulting into the bad smell and bad taste is called as rancidity. How can you prevent the rancidity? By keeping the food items in the refrigerators, by packing, take out the air and from the food items, then also oxidation reaction will not take place. By adding some antioxidants to it. So in food industries, a number of special types of substances are added in the packing which slow down the process of oxidation. Such substances are called as antioxidants. And replacing the air by nitrogen. Have you seen the packets of chips? When you open the packet of chips, some gas comes out, that is nitrogen gas. In presence of nitrogen gas, it prevents the oxidation. So replacing the air by the nitrogen gas. These are the 4 different steps through which we can prevent rancidity. Now in text question of pattern, the third in text question. So identify the substance oxidized and the substance reduced in the following reaction. We have to write the where the oxidation has taken place and where the reduction has taken place. Sodium plus oxygen gives rise to sodium oxide. See, sodium has gained oxygen, so addition of oxygen. Oxygen has lost one oxygen atom, loss of oxygen is oxidation. So sodium has been oxidized to Na2O. Oxygen has reduced to O. Similarly, copper oxide plus hydrogen gives rise to copper plus water. We have done this example. Copper oxide, loss of oxygen has taken place. Copper oxide and oxygen to form water. So copper oxide has been reduced and hydrogen has been oxidized. Till here our chapter is completed. In the next lecture we are going to do the back exercise questions. Thank you.